fucking Jesus Christ. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I think this is episode 4 of the Distinguished and Chubby. I am always joined by Gerbiliscious, the wonderful and lovely. We got a lot of actual topics to talk about this time, so we won't just be mindlessly blabbering on for an hour and a half, which is always fun. Yeah, probably will. Yeah, we probably will. I don't even think we'll get into all these topics either way.
Rapid fire, baby. But it's gonna be super duper fun. I'm excited. We're gonna jump into some topics right off the fucking rip. Gerb said that he had something he wanted to talk about. Fucking hop on that, brother. What is it you wanted to talk about?
Oh, just a minor thing. Probably most people, since this comes out 2 days after, Amaranth, big Twitch streamer, got banned for showing some of JJ.
Oh
Twitch.
Yeah, I literally found out about that last night.
I didn't find out till this morning, but I don't understand the whole culture around why people are like celebrating so hard about it. I mean, I get
celebrating the fact that she got in trouble.
Yeah, okay. So if you're happy that Twitch enforced its terms of service on a very popular streamer, okay, that's fine. You want to be on a platform that has equal rules for everybody, whether they're a nobody or the biggest streamer there is.
Right.
All the rules should be the same. So I get that. But I don't get the other side. People are like, yeah, fuck her. She's just a thought. And I'm like, why do you care that much?
To me is like they don't have anything else to give a shit about.
Like, well, is there not another thing in your life you could be doing?
Well, to me, it kind of aligns to the same, like when people like get super intense, like that the opposing football team lost, and it's like a thing that makes their fucking day just better. Like, yeah, fuck you, your fucking team sucks, dick, you lost, fuck you. Like, they thrive off of it.
I wonder if that's I don't know. I'm 100% certain the Twitch thought thing is just a male insecurity.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But I'm wondering if that's the same thing with like football teams and stuff. And then also, I am a person who generally doesn't care about anything. I mean, I'm interested in things and I'll put the effort in when I like it and I care about it, but I'm never going to get so worked up about something that I'm yelling or being a dick, you know?
I think it's a lot to do with the amount of power somebody has in their life, whether it's at work or at home, and how they get like, perfect example is the fucking dickhead who decides to cross the street, and then when a car's coming, they slow down because they have just that amount of power right now to be like, fuck you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Fuck you. Okay, now I'm out of your way. I think that's the same thing, and I think it's where it comes from, is they don't have the power to make it happen, right? I mean, let's be real. The people who were there definitely enjoyed it. Don't act like you fucking didn't. And then the ones who decided they wanted to report it after they fucking got done squeezing their hog, they were like, all right, later, bitch. Go to report it. And Twitch staff was probably there for sure. The reports probably did nothing.
Well, yeah, here's the thing, though. She wasn't banned till 12 hours afterwards. And apparently the clips and everything were just spread all over the internet real quick, too. So,
like I said, I was perusing Reddit and I saw it and I was like, okay, that happened. Jesus Christ. But like,
I mean, it's happened before.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on, dude. Reddit. It's if you're one of these little Reddit dudes, you got Reddit open on one monitor, you got Twitch open on one monitor, and you got a fucking macro to clip and post the fucking Reddit. Like, come on. But like, okay, she didn't get banned for 12 hours. Well, there's a process sometimes to some of that stuff that probably needed to be reviewed. If you didn't see the clip, you would be a little like, the fucking one that they put on Reddit, it zoomed. I'll just be honest, it zoomed. So like they were like, yeah, see, there it is. Like, and you didn't even, to be honest, dude, you didn't even see anything.
It's too
you're
blurry.
Not seeing. It's not even that it's too blurry. Like you're not seeing any. You see skin. That's all you're seeing is skin. But I'll come to the defense of Twitch staff and say that they need to review it and make sure it wasn't underwear or something. You can still get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, it's Amaranth, first of all. And yeah, 12 hours. Yeah, they needed to make sure that she was fucking getting everybody's subs that were coming through so that we could go back and fucking sub to that goddamn channel so they could go back and watch the fucking VOD. So that way September isn't a goddamn failure. So they were like, we need to let them trickle in. And then when the subs stop, we'll go ahead and give her a ban.
I'll just say this.
And it'll be a couple of days.
Totally fine with any streamer doing whatever they want. But if you're going to be laying on the ground in short shorts rolling around, I would hope you have underwear on.
The dumb bitch was wearing a dress. It was a dress, you fucking idiot. Like, what are you doing? Okay, this is a great topic. It's not on the list, but dude, I'm seeing it. And if you're not seeing this in streamers that are consistently, like, quote unquote, in trouble, I think you're blind. Okay, I'm seeing so many streamers who are looking for an excuse to get out. It's making it, to me, it seems so prevalent that they're looking for an excuse to just get out.
What do you mean?
Like, okay, perfect example. We'll back the timeline up so it makes sense to everybody. Ninja left Twitch, right? No big secret. Moved on to Mixer. He's at Mixer now. And he loves it there. Congratulations. Good job. Then we got Nick A30. Nick A30 moved from Mixer to Twitch to take that spot, which is that I never saw that coming. That's fucking crazy. We're still hanging on the limb that somebody is moving over to Mixer as well. And I think they have to do with being the 2-time champion of something or other. We'll get to that when it happens.
He's not moving.
We'll see, brother. And then now I'm seeing all of these streamers who have sort of this repetitious trouble attitude where, you know, they're getting banned for this or in trouble for that or in hot water for this. I'm seeing them more and more and more get themselves in these positions. And the prime time example is Tfue. Tfue, for those who don't know who he is, used to be a content creator on FaZe, a very popular clan. He then left that clan for legal disputes about a contract and about the money that he was or was not making. Goes solo, has this huge debate where his name is literally all over the internet for months and months. 2 months, probably. Then he comes back to and being his own thing, streaming himself now, and then gets banned for saying the N-word. And I think either before or after that is talking shit about somebody who is currently on the FaZe clan, saying that he doesn't, quote, fuck with him anymore because the guy basically didn't say, it was kind of on the lines of like, if you and me were playing a game and we had an ad and it was like $140,000 and I said no because we talked about it and you were gonna say no and then you didn't say no and then you went and did it anyway with somebody else and then just left me to go fuck myself, I could see why he'd be pissed. But like, I didn't think it didn't need to be broadcast into a sense. I mean, I'd just be mad at you. But like, he was like, I don't fuck with him. So unless he wants to come say sorry and like give me a cut of the money that I should have made, which I was like, wow, that's really fucking crazy. But anyway, he gets banned for saying the N-word. And it wasn't even like a slip. Like he was like in a fucking whole sentence and he used it and then continued to go. And if you've ever watched any of these live stream fails or anything like that, when a streamer does something that they know, like they caught themselves, you'll see them look at the camera or look at chat like nervous as fuck. And it's exactly what he did. Then he gets in trouble. Apparently he made a tweet recently with the N-word in it as well around the time that he got that particular ban. Like, I'm just seeing people act up like they want to get kicked off the platform or something.
I strongly disagree with that, just simply because if you wanted to fucking switch, you could just switch. There's nothing holding you there.
I don't think for people like that it's that easy.
It is.
I don't think for somebody for like Tfue or Amaranth or something like that they could just go, okay, bye. It's same with Ninja. I don't think he just got up and left. I think he had to sign contracts, pay money. I think there's more intertwined. Like when you're a Twitch partner that's at that level, you are not required, but you are pestered to actually stream a certain amount of hours a month. They bother you for that. Whereas being an affiliate, you do whatever you want. When you're not meeting those numbers, they are going to keep bothering you about it. And there have been instances in the past that people have lost their partner status because they weren't able to keep this rigorous thing that Twitch wanted at that point in time. Granted, I don't hear that it's that way anymore, but just because you get partner doesn't mean that's how that happens. But when you're at that elite tier, they kind of expect some other stuff from you. And I think Ninja didn't like what was being expected of him and maybe a couple other undermining things. And then he left. But I think at the same time, I think Tifu's kind of in that same spot. He's like, I don't think he likes Twitch. Personally, I don't think he gives a shit. I don't think he likes Twitch. I don't think he likes the people that he interacts with. I think he's made a bunch of money, and I think he's just like, I want to go somewhere else, or I just want to fucking cause as much. He's like the kid in class who's like just trying to act up as much as possible just so he can leave. That's really what it looks like.
This is probably not the right view to take, but I see all those types of people. Oh man, this is not going to go over well. As garbage people.
Like the elite tier, like
no
and stuff.
No, people who act that way.
Okay.
Just straight garbage people. Look, you could be good at heart. You could be good at heart. You could do kind things for your community and stuff. But you literally just get online, talk trash all the time, broadcast all the stupid shit you do, use insensitive language, whatever. Strangle your cat, throw your cat, whatever. All that stuff. I mean, you're a garbage person. Go fuck yourself. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I can agree with that. It's the thing. Like Tifu has a small audience or not small audience. He has a younger audience, and I feel like they're learning a bunch of dumb shit to act like a toxic fuckbag when they want something or they don't like something. But like, fact of the matter is, to me, I'm seeing more. Like, why the fuck would you do that again? Kind of like behavior. And it seems to be this weird pattern. Like they're trying to do something. I don't think they're just doing it mindlessly.
I think you're fully overestimating the intelligence of the average Twitch streamer.
I mean, I don't think so.
Garbage people are generally dumb.
Garbage people are genuinely dumb, but
and
a garbage person who opted out of a $140,000 contract to play a video game, I think somewhere in this garbage person brain has a little bit of smarts about him to be able to, I don't know, accrue the ability to have that contract offered to them.
They're not smart enough to take $140,000.
Well, I think it's for a game he didn't want to play.
Okay. Dumb.
Either way, dumb. I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see where it all goes. I think it's turning out to be some crazy shit. But more to the topic of what you were talking about, the celebration of people getting in trouble. I really do think it comes down to the lack of power. They got a shit boss. They got a shit job. They don't got any say on anything they want to do. And they just want to see people who are more successful than them suffer. And a lot of people, I think a ban is like the worst thing ever, when it's just not. It's not that big a deal.
A lot of times helpful.
Yeah, it's because you get on Kotaku and Reddit and all this other shit. People are like, who's this person?
Take a break and come back refreshed. And when you come back, usually you got a giant audience.
You're literally getting a little vacation. And then depending on how you want to do it, you can either fucking go ham and talk about it and give everybody what they want, or you don't. Yeah. And even if you don't, you still get that first day back is just people spilling in trying to ask a question.
Yep, giving you all the money they have.
Yeah, all the money and all that shit. I mean, yeah, it's a good or bad thing. Mostly a good thing, really, is you know how to spin your shit, and most of those people know how to spin the wheel because they get in trouble a bunch.
Exactly.
Big dum-dums.
Stupid heads.
Let's talk about stupid heads real quick.
Yours?
Stupid heads who make goddamn PC parts. Let's talk about that real quick.
Okay. Well, this is you being ignorant.
No, it's not. I mean, it is really. I mean, realistically, it's some dickhead who fucking stole a package off my porch. And if I ever find you, dude, you're going to catch a sidekick to the fucking head.
All right. You better hope he's 3'5". I've seen your legs.
Shut your fucking mouth. Anyway. And what's funny, dude, is I had a bunch of packages at my door and he jacked this one of all things. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Maybe
I hope he has a use for him. I really do. It would make me actually happy.
If it says EVGA on it, that'd be the one.
No, it doesn't. It came from eBay. It's like a fucking white bag. That's it. It's just a white bag. It's a bag, and it's not even a box. It's a bag. Like literally, I deliver packages, dude. What's in those bags? Clothes. 99% of the time, they're t-shirts. Or like phone cases or something.
How many people's packages have you opened?
Other people's packages?
Yeah. You're driving around, you're delivering. I know you're opening people's packages. That's illegal, bro.
I've opened one person's package and not like even all the way. It's because a box that had like soap in it, the soap busted and the soap got into it. Was like, the white bags where they fold over.
Yeah.
Like the lip and like there's the little openings on the side. Basically how people open it, you like jam your finger in the side and you like rip up.
Yeah.
I thought the soap got like in there and I didn't want it to get on their clothes. So I had to like peel it up a little bit. And so I could get a paper towel in there. That's literally the closest I've ever gotten to opening some of the shit intentionally.
All right.
Just any other time, if it's open and it gets to your house from me, oh, fuck them, dude. But if it gets to your house from me and it's open, it's because some dickhead fucking giant idiot threw it and then gave it to me and was like, hey, you got to deliver this anyway. So fuck you. But anyway, first of all, if you steal packages off people's porches, what kind of fucking asshole are you? Right?
It's pretty.
Fuck yourself.
Pretty popular theft.
Yeah, dude,
That's why Ring doorbells.
I literally almost bought one. I was like, I got off the phone with USPS and I was like, guess I gotta fucking buy a Ring now.
Yep. Yeah. It's popular.
Guess I fucking have to. Well, it's the thing is people fucking are noticing that I get a lot of packages. I get a fucking shit ton of packages throughout the month. So somebody noticed that. And now I have to figure out how to goddamn protect it. I'm about to get a box with a goddamn lock key on it or something.
Or you could and give it to the mailman. I was gonna say, or give the mail person, UPS, whatever.
Well, you could put it. Yeah, you can put that stuff. Like when I scan people's packages, if they have a specific location that they want me to drop it or something, it shows up. So when I scan it, it'll go doo doo doo, and it's like, please put it on the back porch if earlier than 5 p.m. If later than 5 p.m. Ring doorbell, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I could easily tell them like, hey, passcode's fucking 8585. If I could put that shit in, drop it in this box or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna laugh when the entire box gets stolen.
That's super possible too. I never thought about that. Fuck.
Chain it down somewhere.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to like chain it into the wall. I'm just annoyed, dude, because like Shelby gets stuff that's like not super important, like a dress or something that she could easily get. But the stuff that I buy, they want to fight me tooth and nail when I say, hey, I didn't get it. And they're like, what do you mean you didn't get it? It says you did. I'm like, okay, but I didn't, so I don't have it. What are we going to do about that? So I was on the phone for an hour and a half with the guy today trying to figure out where it went. And he goes, I'm pretty sure somebody stole your stuff. I was like, you got to be fucking me, man. And then I wouldn't even be mad if your dumbass brought it back to me and you go, hey, here's this. It was at my door. I would just believe you and go, you're a fucking moron. I'm glad you opened that to go, I don't know what this is and I can't use it. I guess I'll go put it back. I wouldn't even be mad.
Nobody will ever.
I wouldn't be mad. I would not be mad if you brought it back to me and just handed it to me all fucking opened and shit. I'd be like, hey man, thank you. I've been looking for that. I'm like, you're fucking stupid. You thought you were getting something cool, huh? I'm gonna start ordering like fucking little dildos and shit. So you steal those. Be like, yeah, look at you, dum dum.
All this over a couple cords. You're too worked up.
It's a couple cords that I can't get, dude. I can't get them anywhere. I have to fucking buy them on the internet. Thanks, Amazon. You fucks. You can't buy this shit anywhere.
You don't have a computer parts store anywhere around you?
No, dude.
You're in a fairly big area.
They don't exist here.
I have one like 10 minutes away.
The repair places and shit, it would be like, gotta go to Best Buy or gotta go, like, it's nothing like that. There's no like small town, not even small town, like just a computer. The only one I could go to, what the hell is that place called? Micro Center, but that's all the way on
Columbus.
The other side of city. Yeah. Well, they have one in Cincinnati, but like it's close to Cincinnati. That's like 45 minutes away.
I stopped in the one in Columbus, I think, on my way to see you.
Oh, they do have one in Columbus, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Or the internet. You know what I mean? Like that fucking sucks.
Well, I mean, I guess what you're getting at is that you're upset, number one, that you have to order it online. Number two, it got stolen off your porch.
Number one,
it all
what I'm mad about is it doesn't come with the goddamn thing you bite.
That's what I'm getting to. Number three, what it's all coming back around to is your ignorance on the subject of the courts.
Okay, listen, I understand that I am dumb, but let me tell you from a normal consumer standpoint that when so there's there's an 8 plugged into it and a 6 and a 2.
Okay, yeah, then you're good.
Oh, okay, cool.
You didn't even need to order. Oh, wow.
Cut it all out, Ben. We don't need it. That's part of the podcast. Moving on.
Okay.
Let's talk about Easter eggs. I'm just kidding.
People, just bear with me for a second. When you want to do something with your PC, you're like, hey, I got a new part. Let's do this. Let's do that. Research first. Simple.
I actually did.
What do I need?
And it wasn't
for
by
this?
me. It wasn't. It wasn't me.
Google.
I had someone guide me through this. I had someone guide me through it and then tell me to order those cables. And they even got pictures of my stuff. John Cottonballs, I'm looking at you, bud. Got pictures of all my stuff and was like, hey, okay, you're going to need that cable.
Okay. So you have to have A6 and A8 simultaneously.
So 2 cables or 1 cable with 2 bits.
2 cables.
I see.
What I thought you said is that you had one, but you thought it needed to be a solid 8. So, okay.
I have 2 cables.
And they're both 8s?
No.
Are
one
they
is an 8 and one is a 6 and a 2.
Then you're good to go.
Yeah, let's stop talking about it. I'm mad. I'm actually hot with anger right now.
Okay, so just as a future reference, next time you have an issue that is not audio related.
Yeah, not audio related. You can't do that. I'll just talk to you.
Who are you going to talk to?
Who you going to call? Gerbiliscious.
Goddamn right, bitch.
Goddamn right. Okay, so.
Wow.
I'm so mad.
Research your shit, people.
I'm so literally, guys, I cannot explain to you how fucking dumb I am when it comes to this. I don't know anything about this stuff, dude.
So does that erase you being mad about your cables not being there since now you don't need them?
Yeah, pretty much. Because I'm just going to be like, yeah, I never got them. Here, refund.
Okay.
So dumb. Anyway, so. Pissed off. So I've spent my morning. I've been up since like 6 o'clock. And I spent my morning. I always get into a rabbit hole. It's actually the first time I've ever seen this. Only 4 people I follow were on Twitch this morning. Really strange.
You follow a lot of people then.
I mean, I follow a good amount of people. But only 4 people were streaming, and most of them are playing something I didn't want to watch. So I tend to jump over to YouTube and catch up on a bunch of content that I just haven't got to, check on or anything. And I jumped into this rabbit hole that I delightfully love to jump down consistently about Easter eggs and like shit you're not supposed to see in video games. I love it so much.
Wait, stuff you're not supposed to see? Because an Easter egg should be something that you find.
Yeah. There's Easter eggs and like out of bounds stuff or stuff devs didn't cut out or that. I love that stuff, and I don't feel like it's as like prevalent as it used to be. Because data miners and shit like that fucking leaking stuff before it comes out is kind of like what we have anymore. But I know a lot of games there's like you can no clip out of bounds and look at stuff and different things like that. But when you go back and look at games like I don't know, like Donkey Kong 64, I know that game's got a lot of stuff to it. Any GTA has a bunch of shit that you just have to like go really, really hard to find. Dude, Easter eggs are so sick. I love them, and I love watching the way you get to them. Like, did you ever run into Easter eggs or anything when you were a kid and not know what the hell they were?
Well, we never. I didn't play games as a kid. But I was to this. I played through The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt when it first came out, and I remember from playing the first time a little part of the game that I think I talked about on the last cast, but Siri talks about the future. She went to what she said was a different time in the future, and she's talking about everybody having metal in their bodies and implants and stuff, and basically she was describing Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh shit, that's dope.
Yeah, and so not knowing that Cyberpunk 2077 was a thing in 2015, I didn't realize it until I replayed it a month ago and got to that part and went, oh shit, she's talking about Cyberpunk 2077.
That's fucking sick.
You know, then you Google it and it turns out, yeah, they intentionally did that because they knew they were going to be making Cyberpunk. So
something pretty close to that was in, I think it was Halo. They had these posters for, it was just a big Earth, or a moon rather, and it said Destiny awaits, and it was like a 5-year dip on Destiny, and they were talking about releasing Destiny.
I remember that.
Like,
yeah,
I was like, what the fuck is this thing? It felt very out of place. Like, it felt like I was supposed to look at it. What the hell is that? And then Destiny came out. I think I was still fucking around in that game too, and I saw it. I was like, yeah, I know what this is.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite, I'd have to say my favorite, I watched so much today, I'm kind of trying to remember what my favorite was. I think one of my favorite Easter eggs ever that I have found, and I didn't even know it was an Easter egg, I think was, that's fucking hard, dude. I don't know. I played a lot of weird games when I was a kid. Probably something from, yeah, did you ever play Gex?
Nope.
Fucking weirdo game, dude. I think it's from Gex. Like this weird, creepy cube pops up. Like there's cubes that pop up sometimes. There's another one that you could see. I never saw that one. Like a baby. But like these videos, shout out to I want to shout this dude out. His channel's fucking dope. I think it's Oddhead or something like that. His videos are fucking, yeah, Oddheader. This guy's videos are sick. I love them. Fuck, the one that came out today was the it was in that Payday game. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Isn't that Payday game? And it's like a fucking animation of people just doing like pole dancing maneuvers. It's like you can make like any of the NPCs do like this whole pole dance routine. I thought that was really fucking funny. I don't even know what the fuck that game is, man. I can't wrap my head around it.
I think you're just calling it Easter eggs is like a generalization. For me,
yeah,
the Easter eggs,
that's a big generalization.
Yeah, are the little things that developers put in there, like the Destiny thing or the Witcher thing. The other stuff, like clipping through walls to see areas, I don't know what you even call that. Just like,
that's just unintended stuff you weren't supposed to see. Yeah, that's all that is. Like, yeah, like the pole dancing thing. Like, no one was supposed to ever fucking. That's not an instance. You can't make that happen. Like, apparently, I think it was Halo 3, maybe. There's a boss, or not a boss. There's an enemy that never got released. He was later called Abomination in like the RTS series of it, but I can't remember what the fuck they called him before. He's like a big flood juggernaut dude, big fucking thing. And apparently they took him out of the game because he was the AI was programmed way too well, and it would just like fucking two-shot everybody. Like, it was super hard to kill him. They took him out, but they're crazy looking, man. They're super spooky. Like older games, like cartridge games, they have just a dickload of stuff like that, where it's like either actual Easter eggs or more like unintended stuff for like cartridge tilting or different things like that.
Yeah.
But there's so much in the games like that. I guess Half-Life 2, when the demo got leaked like a year before the goddamn game came out, or before the demo was supposed to come out, something to that extent. And it was just riddled with shit. that people were never ever supposed to see. Not even in like a no clip fashion. It's just like a bunch of shit that wasn't supposed to be in the game. That's just like there, but because the intended boundaries for the beta never got like put all the way through.
Yeah.
So people were just like seeing a bunch of like unfinished. If you've ever seen an unfinished animation for something that's supposed to like do something static, like swim or something, it's very, very odd. Like a fish that's supposed to like swim, but it's just like floating. Like it's just like listing basically.
That's how I imagine you swimming.
Ha 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 ha. Funny.
It
Anyway.
is. But then again, manatees swim really well.
Wow, dude. Call me manatee. Sick, bro.
What? I didn't. I said manatees swim well.
You're annoying.
You're drawing assumptions.
Did you is that your favorite Easter egg? Is
Yeah,
the one from The Witcher?
Yeah.
I know that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of Cyberpunk, which brings me to think of this game that I keep telling everybody to go watch you play, this Ancestors game.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck is that going?
I finished it.
Finished it?
Yeah.
I didn't think you could finish it.
Yeah, you can. You evolved to 8 million years. I finished it and started a new game.
I caught a little bit of you fucking around with the new game last night. You did something and it pissed you off and you died.
Yeah. There's a couple different game styles you can do. You can do the normal game, one mode called Survivor mode, and one custom game where you just make it up as you go. But Survivor mode, you start as a singular ape. You have no clan. While in the normal mode, you start with a full clan.
So you gotta go find people?
Yeah, so I had to go find people right off the bat, help them out, mate, and build up my clan. It took me my entire stream just to get my clan to full and change one generation, in like a 5-hour stream. So
that sounds tough, dude.
Yeah, it was definitely more difficult. And then the problem is until you have babies, you can't learn anything new because you learn through the babies. You have to carry a baby around and they soak up all the things that you're learning.
Yeah.
And that's how you get the
Shelby
energy.
literally walked in as you were putting the baby on your back. She's like, "What is he doing?" I was like, "He's teaching that little fucker some stuff."
Yeah, exactly.
She just looked at me. She rubbed my head and she goes, "Okay," and just left. I was like, I didn't make this game. Look at the fuck, man. I looked away for 2 seconds and you died. It was funny.
That might be a good segue into your next topic.
Oh, dude. Yeah. So this is actually really interesting. Relationships and streaming. I feel like a lot of people don't really think about how difficult this is. It's fucking hard. At least for me. And the reason being is because I have a very like 100% personality where it's like, if I'm going to do something and I like doing it, I'm going to fucking go all the way or I'm not going to do it at all. I was always attributed it's like to me, people used to say to me, like, getting you to work is like getting a bear to work. Like, once you get going, there's no stopping you, but getting you going is damn near impossible. But like, I just want to sit all day and every day and make my shit better and tighter and more professional and this and that and the other. And you can't do that when you're in a relationship. And it's a little different for me to a lot of people because I take it very seriously. And as expressive as I am about that to my partner, it is still not sought. There's money coming in and there's different things like that show what we're doing is decent, but it's like the care of the relationship needs to obviously be more. And sometimes I lose sight of that. And it's really fucking hard to balance both those things when, stream may have not gone super well that week and you and your partner are arguing, maybe because you're not spending a whole lot of time with them or because, hey, I just got to edit this video that turns into 3 hours. You didn't end up going to bed with them that night. They're upset about that kind of thing. And it's like a whole ordeal. And then it's kind of like there's been a lot of times like streaming is just, it's fucking, it cannot be as much as it is. but at the same time, it like kind of has to be.
I get what you're saying, and I'm in a situation myself where I'm going to school, I'm working.
Yeah, that's gotta be nuts.
I'm streaming, and I have been very bad about spending time with Mrs. Gerbil, and she's made it abundantly clear something has to change. We've been together for 13 years. And
I'm sure that's a much more intense conversation than mine was.
Not really.
Well,
I think
actually, I take it back. It's probably a very easy conversation.
She knows me really well, probably too well. I know her very well because of all the time we spent together, and we've traveled the entire country for my former job together. She made it very clear that I'm not spending enough time with her, and I was like, you know what, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to fix it, and then life goes on, and I continue doing the same things, and don't fix anything. So then
my life, dude.
Exactly, and then it's the conversation again. Hey, asshole, you're not spending enough time with me. God damn it! You know,
sorry,
you're right. You're right. I'm gonna change it. I promise.
You said that last time.
Yeah, and life goes on as normal again.
And life goes on, dude. God damn it.
I think that's part of us as people. We kind of get locked in on certain things, and we want to change. We just don't want to lose anything on what we're locked in on, and I think that's a bad way of looking at it, and I think that's what I've fallen into. And personally, I need a schedule. I have to have a schedule.
Yeah.
Like
that fixed a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Me.
I get up at 7, I do my schoolwork till noon or later if I have to. Then I do whatever chores are required of me around the house. Then I go to work. Then I come home and go to bed. And Miss Gerbil took to, I had mentioned a couple times that I got to be on a schedule. It's the best thing for me. I need a schedule. She literally taped up on my door. Sunday. School, take the trash out and watch TV with me. Monday, school, work, blah, blah, blah. And so that way, now I see it every day in my streaming room, and I can go, okay,
that's smart.
I need to make time for this today, and that's okay to take that time away from stream. So
that's actually, it's kind of interesting with the school thing, because I'm on the opposite side of that. My partner's in school.
Mm-hmm.
Shelby goes to school. She does online schooling, but she has to do homework and stuff. Sometimes that could take, an hour, or that could take 3 hours. Like,
yeah,
kind of depends on the workload. And basically for me, the scheduling thing was more or less like, these are the days that I'm on, these are the days I'm off. And I'm fucking horrible about sticking to my off days on being off. And that means not being in this chair at all.
My off days are spent in my chair. I actually only have one off day, unless I got to cancel day stream because of schoolwork. And I'm never going to shortchange my schoolwork. So I don't know why I felt it was okay to be shortchanging my wife in the amount of time I spend with her.
See, dude, that's the thing. Like, I'm like, dude, I can't shortchange the stream, bro. Like, they've invested in me, and like, I'm invested in them. And it's like, oh yeah, that's weird, dude. Because that chick that fucking invested like 3 years of her life and her time and emotions and care and love, and like, yeah, that should be like the biggest fucking deal.
Yeah. And
like, I could sit there and tell myself that, but then like my actions are like, I'm a dickhead, and I hated it. Like, I've gotten quite a handle on it, much better than it used to be.
Yeah.
But like her big things, like all she wants, like the TV watching thing, she watches TV shows that I fucking cannot stand. Same. And I will not watch them.
Same.
I don't watch them. And she knows, like, we'll watch a TV show together. We'll watch like old episodes of that 70s show or something together.
Yeah. And
then she'll turn on this fucking Wind Calls the Heart show or some shit. That's the fucking bitch I've been trying to remember her name. Thank you, stream. I've been trying to remember this fucking character. Looks like another character from another stupid TV show we watched. But she like this show called When Calls the Heart that we watched for a little while. It's like a old timey Western, like everybody, all the men work in a goddamn mine shaft kind of thing. And this lady comes from the big city of New York City to teach all the children because the other teacher died or something like that. And it's like this fucking, it's almost like a soap opera, but it's not. And when she turned that on, I'd be like, I'm going to head out. I'm fucking go upstairs. And she got that. And she, you know, she wouldn't make me watch that shit. Or what was the other one? The Midwife's Tale or the something like that. Where it was like the handmaid, something like that. It was like they were running around and they were delivering babies and shit.
Yeah.
Some show like that. The Midwife, something.
Oh, okay.
But I wouldn't watch that. I was like, I hate this. Like I just fall asleep. Or I would just rather go upstairs. And then when that's over, she gets ready for bed, takes the dog out, and then she wants me to just lay down till she falls asleep, and then I can go fuck off and play video games if I want to, or I can just go to bed. Literally, that's all she wants. It's very easy. That's all she wants. My stupid ass is like, no, but I gotta make this fucking this advertisement for my Fade grips that no one fucking buys because like it's super important that I post that on Wednesday because that's like 3 days before Call of Duty Modern Warfare's beta comes out. I'm like, maybe I'll make some sales. Like nobody fucking cares, dude. I have to sit and tell myself like I get a bug up my ass. I'm like, dude, you know what'd be a great idea? If I made some fucking some sale art, you know, if I got a nice high res image of Rocket League. And then, you know, put some shit on there and talk about you can get this for this much off and go to this website or whatever. Maybe I could sell some grips for some people who want to play Rocket League. That's a fucking good idea. No, it's not. I could literally post a picture of my toe on Twitter, get more engagements than that goddamn post would ever get. Like but I put like an hour and a half worth of effort into it for nothing.
I agree.
It's trying to figure out what matters. Like, obviously, stream does not matter nearly as much as my girlfriend does.
Mm-hmm.
Not nearly as much. I love all of you guys, but I love her way more, first of all. First and foremost. Okay? Hate to break it to you, KGB. Sorry, V-Kid. It's just how it is. But anyway, this stuff in stream, like the ideas and stuff, where I'm like, oh, dude, you know what? It'd be a great idea. Blah, 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 blah. I could do that any other time.
Yeah. I
have all day on Mondays to do anything I want. You know what I did up until we started this podcast? Not a goddamn thing.
Exactly.
Except for be on the phone with USPS. That's it. But I could have probably gotten a fuck ton of stuff done. Didn't do it. Didn't care to. But you know when I want to do it? On Wednesday or Thursday when I'm supposed to be hanging out with her. I'll be like, I got this great idea. I'm just going to go upstairs and get it done. And it'll be done super fast. And I'll be back downstairs. And then it'll be 2 a.m. And I'll be like, all right, I did it. And then it's 2. And then I'll fall asleep and I'll be late for work. And it will not have mattered that I did it.
Sounds about right.
Fucking streaming and having a partner is hard. It just is.
I don't think it's hard. I think I'm stupid.
No, I don't think it's hard, and I don't think you're stupid. I think our ability to manage time, because you lose how much time you have when you're like playing a game, or like if you're like doing something or like trying to better something, you really misconstrue how much time was spent doing that.
Well, I have not done anything with my stream in a very long time. All I do is stream. I don't have any sponsors. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm not making new alerts, new sounds, nothing. I'm not doing anything. So why then can I manage my school time so well and manage my work time so well, but I can't manage the time, taking the time to spend with my wife when I have a very large gap of time that I could be spending with her? That's just me being stupid. And
I think that is you being
it.
stupid. Yeah, I think that is you being stupid.
Yeah.
I think school means a lot to you. And obviously you want it to get done because that means a better life for you and your, Miss Gerb. But like, I think at the same time, like Miss Gerb is there. This was something I kind of had a problem with. It's like the idea that they're going to stay by your side is just kind of, and I feel like it's more prevalent for a couple who've been together as long as you guys have and as much as you guys have been through, versus like me and Shelby, who have not been through a lot, but she's been through a lot of shit with me. I think we have this idea of like they're sticking tight and sticking tough when they definitely don't fucking have to. And when it gets made very clear, like, hey, I'm not going to fucking deal with that shit. You need to tighten it up and like get a handle on it. Then it gets your bell gets rung to the reality of, oh, I definitely should be paying more attention to your needs and wants and like listening to what it is that you're asking me to do. I think that's kind of how that rolls out, because like school, you both have a premise of like anything cannot come before this. Schoolwork has to get done.
Yeah.
I think you both agree on that.
Yeah.
Stream stuff, I don't think you both agree on that to the same extent. I think you do agree on it, but I don't think you agree on the same level. I think me and Shelby are in the same spot. She agrees it's important, but probably not as important as I think it is. And,
okay. Yeah.
And then
in your case,
you two spending time.
In your case, I could see that because you're supremely invested.
Yes.
I could conceivably walk away from it tomorrow if I felt like it.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely could too, but I would definitely I would hate it.
But yeah, I think that's the difference. It wouldn't bother me as much. I like doing it. It is fun. I like chatting with people or whatever. But
right.
But inevitably, say I get a job where I got to work 60 hours a week. I'm probably only going to be able to stream on weekends at that point. But then also I'm working that many hours, and now I'm not spending time with my wife all those work days. So
wife before stream all day long.
Yeah.
No, I totally get it. And that's another reason why I picked you for this podcast, man, because we have identical but very different lives and very different takes on this stuff. I didn't want to do this with somebody who was like, yeah, dude, I'm 100% invested in being a streamer that does this forever. Yeah. I didn't want that.
Plus,
because then we just agree on everything.
We really needed somebody to pretty up the podcast. So
yes, and that's why I'm here. Beautiful on me. Anyway.
Justin Timberlake.
Oh wow, dude. Anyway, somebody called you Spongehead, and that pissed me off. But I don't remember who that was. So I got really mad about it.
Wheelchair McSpongehead.
Wheelchair McSpongehead at your service. What's up, dude? But like, yeah, I don't know, man. If you are in a relationship and you are a streamer or content creator or something like that, I could not imagine being a YouTuber and wanting to do it. Like that's like being a YouTuber. Yeah, dude, and being a YouTuber and like being like a really active YouTuber. Like how the fuck would you do that, man? Like I'm lucky because Shelby wants to play games. Like she was talking to me yesterday. She's like, I want to play like Overcooked again or something like that. I was like, I'll ask chat about, another game like that to play. And she knows who a lot of you guys are, whether it's either by first name or just like, Mutt Tut's been in my fucking house. You know what I mean? Like she knows a lot of you guys and likes the streaming stuff. And I think it all can be mitigated by just putting in a little more effort and time. I don't think they want our 1,000% attention all the time. I think they want the idea like that we give a shit, that they're there and that they do what the stuff that they do for us. They want to know that it matters to us and that we are thankful and that we're willing to put the amount of time in that we would put into something like this, that we'd put into them. I think that's what they want.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it is pretty simple. It's really fucking easy. I think that's why they get so frustrated. It's like, I'm literally not asking you to do anything difficult, but like you're acting like an idiot and making it harder than it has to be.
Yeah, but Sushi, what you thinking?
Modern Warfare.
My answer is usually, nothing.
Nothing. No, about Modern Warfare.
Because I can turn my brain off anytime I want, and it's awesome.
Dude, like I literally had a conversation with Shelby. We'll get off this topic here in a minute, but I literally had a conversation with Shelby. Me and her and two of her friends are going on the 13th to go to a haunted house, or actually the 14th to go to a haunted house. And so I get to play Modern Warfare. I was like, Modern Warfare comes out, and that's like Saturday is my stream day. And like, that's the big fucking, like, that's the day. You know what I mean? Like, that's the day everyone's going to be on. But I'm going to go to this thing with you because I want to meet these people. I won't be on, so if it does, fuck them. But like, I want to go do this thing with you, and I want to meet these people that you've been hanging out. Like, these guys are cool. I want to go meet them. But in exchange, I want to play my goddamn game. I've been talking about it for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And she goes, all right, Friday you can stream. We're going to fucking kick it on Saturday. You can play on Sunday. And then you have Monday. I'm like, yeah, what's up? So I get, if I communicate it like, hey, this is also important. This thing's important to me. I'm gonna do your thing, but can I do my thing too? And she goes, yep. And then like helps me settle it out. So it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Talk to your partner, guys. That's all we're saying. Fucking communication is everything. So much. So goddamn much.
Especially if you want to have sex ever again.
Yup. Big yup. Big old fucking yep, dude. So we're about halfway through it. So let's do some plug-arinos. What do you got to plug, brother? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Where can people find you and what you do?
I'm on the internet.
Yep. Twitch.tv/Gerbiliscious. That's where you can find him because he's not going to tell you how to do it. That is
I don't care.
GERBILISCIOUS. That's where you'll find him on Twitch. And I don't remember what his Twitter handle is because it's not the same thing.
I'm working on that.
It's like Ben or something.
I'm working on that, but I need to. I had created an account thinking I would do separate Twitter accounts, and then I was like, no, I'm not fucking doing that.
Oh, I fucking hated that. I did
So
that.
now I
did
can't
that for
change my
both
name.
Instagram and Twitter. I did that for both Instagram and Twitter. I was like, this is fucking stupid. I hate this.
Yeah, I can't change my name now, so because the account is taken, so I got to figure out how to delete it, so I can get it.
Oh, we'll go over that. I did that. We'll go over that. Because I used to be Sushifishninja. I was like Sushifishninja or underscore or some dumb shit. So I figured all that.
Yeah.
So we were talking before podcast. We were talking about tattoos.
Yeah.
And I have very prevalent tattoos. You can see mine, but I did not know you even had tattoos.
Oh yeah, I got 3.
What do you got?
I would like to have. There's one I really wanted, but money and the amount of time it would take to get it done, I was never in one place long enough. What I got is when I was 18, I thought I was going to be a professional baseball player, which was stupid. So we all got drunk, and a couple of us went to get tattoos. So I got a tattoo of a baseball on my right shoulder. With the Chinese symbol for desire in the middle of it.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And that was 18 years ago. And yes, I did all my research. I checked 17 different websites, even went to the library.
That says what it
went
says.
to the library, found a way I could research what it actually spelling is in Chinese. So I know it's right, and it doesn't say I like dick or something, So that was.
I wish that's what it said.
That was my first tattoo, and it's the only one I regret. I was just too young, and now if I get a tattoo, my thought process is figure out the idea for the tattoo.
Yeah, holy shit, dude! If
set
you're
it aside,
I set it aside. Tattoos, man.
Yeah, I set it aside for a full year before I ever go get it.
Yep.
I want to know.
Big one.
I want to know if a year later I'm still gonna want that on me. Because
I have 3 tattoos on my body that are like, man, if I would have waited, definitely wouldn't have got that.
Yeah. My second tattoo I got when I was like 26 or 7, and it covers the entire left half of my back, and it is a chapter from the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu.
Whoa!
Written entirely in ancient Chinese language.
That's crazy.
And it came out of a printed book that had the actual original characters that he used to print it. So I know everything is factual and correct about that because it's just a photocopy and blow it up.
Shout out to homie who had to fucking do all that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was the one I got in West Virginia. And it was actually kind of funny because I got the up on your shoulder. It really doesn't hurt.
No.
But then going down my back, it does go. It doesn't get all the way to the side of my ribs, but it gets where you have less beef around your ribs on your back, just getting close to the side. And once we got down past the shoulder blade and got to love handle area,
it's the fucking
that fucking
worst.
hurt. And so 4 hours later, he's done. And I'm like, holy shit, that hurt. And this little 5'5" girl in dreads, absolutely covered in tats, She goes, "What'd you say?" I said, "Oh, I was kind of surprised by how much it hurt on the back of my love handle." And she goes, "Pussy," and walks away.
Bitch.
Crack me up.
Shut up. Dude, so like my test has never failed me, but I've always done would it hurt here if you get into the shower and the hottest water that you could stand on the like the back, like the shoulders, the shoulder blade area where that water's hitting. That hot water has hit that part of your body your whole fucking life. So like, and the sun has hit it, all kinds of shit. It's tough skin, right? Wherever the hot water is hitting you and it fucking stings is where a tattoo is going to fucking suck.
That makes sense.
That's
why I didn't get one on my taint.
Same, actually, kind of same reason. So like I have 3 that I hate. Not that I hate them. I have 3 that I dislike. I have 2 on my feet and 1 on my wrist, and the 2 on my feet are bands that I don't even listen to anymore. And they're the album art 6 albums later that they have currently, and then the one on my wrist is Brotherhood because I got it with a buddy of mine who got it above his knee, and now when I get pulled over by the cops, they think I'm an Aryan fucking brother, and it's really fucking annoying to have that conversation with people. Like, what's that on your wrist? I'm like, fucking goddamn it, nothing. But anyway, all the tattoos that I've gotten were like road bangers, like shit we got when we were on tour, or stuff that we got because our buddy who like was letting us stay at his house is a tattoo artist or worked at a shop or knows the owner of the shop and yada yada. I probably paid for like maybe 2 of my tattoos that I have, but I only got 1 color piece. Well, actually I have 2 color pieces now, but the one I have the most color in is my right arm. It's a lot of greens and like browns and shit, and it's so faded it looks like it's new. It drives me nuts. It really does. It drives me crazy. I don't have anything cool like that. Like the coolest thing I have that means a goddamn thing to me is my Weezer tattoo. That's it. The rest of them are kind of just like what the fuck ever. Oh well, now I feel like a dickhead. Sorry, Shelby. And the tattoo me and Shelby got for our fucking anniversary. Now I feel like an asshole.
Well, it's because you are.
Don't listen to this part.
I only have color on one. I got a tattoo of Ted Williams on my calf.
No, you fucking don't.
Yeah, I do.
Holy shit.
Why?
Okay,
What's
explain.
wrong with that?
No, nothing's
I
wrong.
got this one. This is my newest one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so explain to me why a Ted Williams tattoo.
Do you know who Ted Williams is?
He's a baseball player.
Yeah, he was a baseball player. He is the last person to ever hit over 400 in a season.
Holy shit. Okay, I didn't know that.
Probably in my opinion, the greatest hitter of all time. Of course, you can argue for Ty Cobb, but whatever.
Wait, he didn't die that long ago, right?
Yeah, he did. He died.
It was like the 2000s.
Yeah, maybe like 2002, 2003, something like that.
That wasn't that long ago.
Well, I mean, 16 years, but whatever. Ever since I was little, he was my favorite baseball player, and then as you get older, you become interested in things more than baseball, so you want to learn about his life. He flew in World War II.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the Korean War, I think. Yeah. He was a pilot, and he actually he was landing his plane, but the landing gears did not come out.
Oh, yikes.
So he had to belly land it, and it was on fire as he had to jump out and run away from it. It was on fire. And the years of the Korean War were the 3 years right in the middle of his career. He literally just had the best season of all time, basically, and then went to war for 3 years, and then came back and just kept right on ripping. So he missed 3.
Nuts, dude.
Yeah, he missed 3 of his peak godhood status years.
His record could have been even more insane.
Yeah, and the more I learned about him, he's kind of an asshole, kind of like me. He didn't have time for your bullshit, basically. especially reporters. they would want to know, hey, well, what's in your personal life? He's like, I play baseball. I'm the best hitter there is.
That's
What else do you want to know? And he would never tip his hat either to the crowd or anything. And that was partially because a lot of people hated him because of how good he was and because of his attitude. And because of his attitude, the reporters write stories that try to tear him down,
Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, think about it now. Can you trust any media right now? No, you can't.
No.
On either side of any topic.
No, yeah.
But I studied a lot about him, read every autobiography, every biography on him, and his life after baseball. He became one of the best fishermen ever off the coast of Florida for sport fishing. What he would do is when there was something he wanted to do, that was it. There's nothing else in his life except for that one thing. He didn't drink, he didn't smoke, he didn't do drugs because he thought that would interfere with his baseball career. And everything in his life was in that baseball career. When that was over, he poured all that into sport fishing. And so for me, he was always a constant reminder of what extreme focus can do for you. And some said that was a little bit to his detriment because he could have been a better fielder. He could have, maybe, I don't think they did gold gloves back then for best fielders, but he could have been a gold glove type fielder if he focused on it more. But he wouldn't focus on anything but hitting because he wanted to be the greatest hitter of all time. That's literally crazy. His goal when he was 18. He said, my goal is that when I walk down the street, I want people to turn and look at me and say, there goes the greatest hitter who ever lived.
That's crazy.
So that's the extreme focus thing is always what made me idolize him. And so I got a tattoo of him mid-swing on my calf, and the only thing that is colored on it is the number 9 on his back, and that's red.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah. Also, why my favorite number is 9.
Yeah, we just learned a lot about Gerb. I didn't know you like baseball, like all that shit. I didn't know all that stuff. That's really cool, man.
Oh yeah, no, I was obsessed with baseball for the longest time, and over the last few years, I've kind of backed away a little, but I still pay attention to it.
Hot damn, dude. I like Tony Hawk. That's like the coolest thing I fucking got.
Do you got Tony Hawk tattooed?
No, but I got a picture with him when I was in 6th grade.
Oh, nice. I have a Ted Williams autographed baseball.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
Well, hot diggity damn. Jerb likes baseball a lot. Let's go, dude. That's fucking cool, man. So you've always been into baseball, like super duper heavy, and it's always been something that you followed and shit. What do you think baseball is like lacking in the last, I don't know, 5 years? What do you think? Nothing? You think it's still the same sport?
I think the baseballs are a little bit juiced. Because
players
are no longer juiced. The testing now is way better, and then on top of that, the penalties you face when you first offense suspended for 50 games. That's a third of the season.
Fucking A. It's not even worth it.
Second offense suspended for 100 games. Third offense banned for life.
Damn, 3 strikes, you're out, son.
Yeah, and there's only been 1 or 2 guys who have reached the second offense. So, I mean, they even test now, like, you know what they were doing to avoid getting caught back in the day was literally getting bags of somebody else's pee who was clean, putting a catheter in themselves, squeezing the pee into their own bladder, and then going and take the piss test with somebody else's pee in their body. Because you have to
Jesus fucking Christ.
You get visibly watched, you know. So just imagine thinking you need steroids that bad that you're putting somebody else's pee inside your body.
That's crazy to me because athletes weren't even like as insane as they are now then.
You can see on the majority of of baseball players now that none of them are as jacked as they used to be.
No, they used to be they were basically goddamn statues.
Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa,
very statue-esque fucking people. Yeah. Yep.
And
they were nuts.
Yeah, I was a huge Mark McGwire fan, and I conned myself into thinking, no, he's not on steroids. Because I liked him so much, you know. But when I finally had to admit, it was rough. But baseball, the Major League Baseball now owns Rawlings, who makes the baseballs.
Oh, that's cool.
Not really.
Wait, no?
If you're a pitcher in Major League Baseball and everything you see is pointing to more and more home runs every year and nothing has changed except that Major League Baseball bought the company that makes the balls, you might think maybe they're doing something with the balls. And there's Justin Verlander's been very open about saying, what do you mean? What do I think the fucking problem is? When the league owns the ball making company, you really think they're not juicing them? And he's been very vocal about it.
So it's kind of like these pitchers work their whole fucking lives to be the best, that nobody hits the goddamn ball, but the industry is like, no, we want people to hit home runs so people watch the games.
People want to watch the games, but here's the thing: you can't make the reason baseball is great. You can't make it into football in the sense that what people want to see in football is they want to see those badass tackles. They want to see those long passes. And you're going to see them. That's how football is. But baseball does not work that way. There are going to be places in the game where an average viewer who wants, I'm going to say adrenaline, even though it's not adrenaline, like wants that adrenaline pumping moment, it's not going to happen. You're going to have tactical maneuvers over and over again. And that's why I like baseball. Maybe when I sit at a baseball game and I'm watching it, other people are having conversations because, okay, yeah, he threw the ball, but I'm watching the guy on first, and I saw that his lead was about 8 feet away from the base the first time. The next time it was 10 feet, and then on the third pitch it was 12 feet. I think he's going to steal the base this next pitch. I'm watching that. I'm watching, is the third baseman in line with the base, or is he all the way back on the outfield grass? If he's back on the outfield grass, this hitter could lay down a bunt and possibly get the runner over to second and still be safe at first because the third baseman has so much ground to cover.
Holy fuck, there's a lot to think about.
There's more in baseball than there is in any other sport. There's more of everything. And that's not even counting what pitcher is the pitch going to throw next? Is the wind blowing in from behind the catcher? Because that's going to make... Is the wind blowing in from behind the catcher? If you throw a curveball and the wind is coming at the pitcher, that curveball is going to be much sharper than it usually is.
Motherfucker, dude, I never even thought about that.
Yeah, so and then what is the umpire's strike zone like?
Like his personal strike zone?
Every umpire is different, and that's one thing they've been talking about, using AI for strike zones, and that would... I would lose my shit.
Do you think that would make the game monotonous almost?
Kind of, but like that gives batters an advantage. Batters already have the advantage,
right?
So sometimes an umpire's zone is they don't like calling strikes on the inside close to the batter, so it's actually like shifted over an inch, and you could throw it an inch outside the plate, and the ump will still call it a strike. So just random weird things like that.
It adds to the tacticians.
Yeah, and that's
their fucking toolkit. Fuck, man, baseball's sick. I've always thought baseball is dumb. I like going to games. I like going to games when I like watching on TV. I do enjoy watching baseball on TV. But and the thing is though, is like I see where people are like, baseball is boring.
Yeah.
But again, that does come from when you're like you watch football games, you go to football games.
Yeah, there's always something going on.
You're looking for a difference. Like the same people are like, I can't watch soccer. I'm like, first of all, like soccer's sick, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Soccer's super sick. It's super sick. If you ever watch the World Cup, is nuts, man. It's so cool. But the thing is, like a lot of people are like, well, it takes them like 2 hours to score a goal. It's like, yeah, it takes 2 hours to score a goal because every person on that field is so goddamn good at what they're doing.
Ask
they're not letting it happen.
Next time somebody tells you that about soccer, ask them if they like Rocket League.
First of all, don't ever talk shit about Rocket League. How dare you?
No, I'm saying if they like Rocket League but don't like soccer, they're a trash person.
Ah, got him. I feel like there's a couple of those in my group. I'm about to ask them. Oh God, I love Rocket League so much. It's such a fun game. Let's talk about new games, dude. Fucking I know you've been on this Ancestors game. I saw you switch over and start playing something else the other day. I don't remember what it was.
No, I've been playing Ancestors since it came out.
What was that goddamn game? I was so frustrated with you because I just wanted you to do this damn puzzle right. What was that game you were playing where you were stopping shit with your mind?
Oh, Control.
Oh shit, Control. This is a cool game.
Yeah.
So lay down what Control is for everybody real quick.
Dude, that's so hard to lay down.
Okay, I'll lay it down. It's third person Psychonauts, basically.
I don't know what Psychonauts is, but
okay, that's a really cool game. You'd actually like it a lot. It is just for the base level. It's kind of like perfect. No, it's kind of like Perfect Dark meets Psychonauts with your telekinesis. And it's got some real like Bioshocky, like crazy mystical shit going on. And that's from someone who has never played a single second of the game. But there was a particular puzzle you were on that was driving me insane that I wanted you to just try this thing, and you gave up on it so quickly.
There's that running through the walls.
The walls thing.
I did exactly what you said. I tried to jump through it. I did it multiple times.
I think you did exactly what I was saying.
I did it multiple times just to make sure.
It was the speed at which you were going through the puzzle that was irritating me because we saw the only 3 doors open in any certain situation.
Yeah, it was they opened in order, 3 different rotations.
Yes.
But that wasn't a part of what I was supposed to be doing. I was supposed to go somewhere else. So that's why I was like, well, we'll come back to this later.
Okay, because I just wanted you to goddamn dash through the hole. But it's really cool.
I
So
tried.
when did you stop playing that game?
As soon as
Ancestors more fun?
Yeah, they came out the same day, but I got Control for free and it looked cool, so I figured I'd try it. Played it for a few days, and I was like, well, I'm going to give Ancestors a try.
Okay.
And so I started playing Ancestors, and I got so
hooked on that.
fucking hooked. Yeah. But I'll be done with that starting tomorrow.
Let's go, dude.
Because Greedfall comes out on Tuesday.
Fuck.
So I will be
tomorrow.
Yep.
Well, it's for what it came out yesterday.
Yeah, the 10th of September.
Damn, man. See, Remnant's getting an update.
Yeah, I saw
on the 12th. I'm very excited. Free update for that. And the 19th, yeah. And we got Modern Warfare pretty much every weekend of September. And then Greedfall's coming out, and I definitely want to pick that up and give it a shot, see what I think. I'm actually going to watch you play it before I really dive it, because I did see it. I finally got to watch it. We've talked about it ad nauseum.
Yeah.
But there are a few things that pop up in that make me go, I don't know. There's a couple things in there that pop up that make me look like I wouldn't be down.
Why?
And so I don't remember. I don't remember for certain. Well, let me pull up the YouTube video real quick, and I'll kind of go over it.
Is the YouTube video you're watching 14 things you should know about Greedfall?
No.
Okay.
Gameplay.
Because that's actually a pretty good video.
I love all those. 13 minutes of gameplay. I think it may have been the Steam video.
It's
that I watched.
The armor system has over 200 different types of armor.
I did like that a lot.
The skill tree is fairly large.
Let me look here. There was something that kind of I was like, I'm trying to remember. I think this period. It looks colonial. That kind of irritated me.
Well,
this goddamn dude looks like he's wearing a pirate hat.
Yeah, it is 17th century colonial type style, but that's just the style.
But it doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be that kind of speech.
No, because it's a made-up world.
So chat, if
style.
if you guys want to kind of go off of what I'm watching the very first video that is on the Steam page for Greedfall. That's GREEDFALL, all one word. It's a very interesting game, but I do think the colonial thing is what kind of threw me off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it doesn't seem to be all, like, you know what I mean? Like, the exploring the world is not all colonial.
No. I think what the reason it's the themed that way or whatever is because you're encountering a new land and going to a new world, and you're basically a settler, even though you're technically just a diplomat there looking for a cure for why you had to leave the old world. The last time, when you colonize anytime we think of colonization, we think of like the 1700s and stuff, because that's when we did it. So I think that style, it fits it perfectly. And there are some characters who are going to be hoity-toity, like holier than thou, and then there's going to be some characters who just want to fucking brawl.
I think this is a similar situation to why I dipped off and away from what the fuck is that game called? Shadow Hunt Showdown.
Oh,
that was that kind of had the same idea that it took place in that kind of era as well. There's something about the trench coat and the fucking pirate hat and that shit. I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, but see,
something about it I'm just like not about.
That's
I don't know why.
All that is a visual. It has nothing to do with
aesthetic.
content.
I don't like it.
Okay, so when you go to a stream, you could be the greatest streamer of all time, but you're like, I don't like the way it looks. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Let's fuck it up, dude. Don't be so shallow.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get to that. But I'm not being shallow. It's just something I don't like.
Shallow trash person right now.
Listen, I'm not being a shallow trash person. That's the episode name for sure. But fucking okay. So the Greedfall is going to take place in this fake colonial-esque time period. To me, that means at some point, if not multiple points, I'm going to have a very boring cutscene between 3 or 4 colonial people in a big room around a big table with a map on it, and they're going to be talking about a bunch of shit I don't care about.
Probably. I think that's you are a diplomat. You could go in just all war style, piss everybody off, kill everybody. You could do that.
Fuck them all.
Or you can try to find the best path that upsets the least amount of people.
That's what I'd do.
Well, I don't know if there's any scenes like that, like there is in Witcher.
I mean,
3.
there might be. Well, oh god. But I don't know. I like the rest of the game. Looks sick as fuck. I like the enemies. I wish Remnant would have had this decision-making storyline shit. God damn it! I wish they would have.
That's the problem. You're so hung up on the cutscene thing and stuff that you find boring. You won't get an in-depth game without that. You won't.
No, I understand that. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It has to have some sort of the Remnant. There were so many questions that we asked, even after all the lore. There was a lot of questions about like, what time period is this? Do we know if this is like a real year, an old year? Is this new? Is this old? Is this like supposed to be predictive future or like another world? Is this supposed to be that? There was a lot of that. So there's no like charm to the game as far as like any connectivity to anything that's going on. You're kind of just running around doing whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So it just doesn't matter. Even without the idea of what was it saying? Of the idea of like this person could be upset by the choice that you make. Even with that not being in the game, it's still like nothing mattered. Yeah. But in something like Greedfall, whether or not it was pirates or ninjas or fucking, sorcerers or whatever, it's that the first bit of the aesthetic thing to me is, am I going to like it? And to me, it makes, for whatever reason, again, that's why I want to watch you for a minute. It makes me feel like I'm playing some sort of Assassin's Creed. Like that's why I didn't like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
it's because of that era. You know what I'm saying? We've had this conversation before.
Yeah, but in order to have a game like that, or Dragon Age, it's essentially a book in the sense that you have to have an introduction, you have to have a build-up, you have to have a fall,
setting.
you have to have a fall, then you have to have a rise and a conclusion.
Right.
So, the only way to do that is by actually telling a story where you're going to have to either care about the characters or not care about them. If you just skip through all the cutscenes, you would honestly have no idea why you're doing anything you're doing.
Right.
And that I want to know, why am I going to help these people? Blah blah blah. So I see what you're saying. I just think you might never enjoy these games if that's what you're hung up on.
I mean, if I have more good feelings about the game watching you play it, and I get some more, tactile feedback from you about everything, I'm gonna jump on this game, and I'm not gonna let an aesthetic advert me to playing it, because I think it's gonna be really fun. I think it's gonna be super duper fun. So I'm still very into the idea of playing it. I want to play it. I think it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
I just remember seeing that as and it's not even a major. It was a minor hang up. It was something that kind of took me back and go, oh, I didn't think this was this. But I think to me, I have to shake the idea that I thought it was like a post-apocalyptic thing in my head. And I got to go, like, just because I thought it was that doesn't mean it has to be that. So I'm interested. It's going to be cool. We got that coming up. Modern Warfare is coming out for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC every weekend of this month. We get closer to that. Something super cool comes out like early October. I don't remember what that is. Can't remember off the top of my head what it was.
It's a lot of me.
Can't remember, but that's gonna be super cool. I'm very excited about that. But actually, this is kind of interesting. You were talking about jumping, like if I jump into a stream and like I just don't like the aesthetic, so I leave. Yeah, that's very true. That's very, very true. I'm a very much of I'm a fucking slut when it comes to your shit looking tight. I like it. Even if it's just like little stuff, like I want it to be tight. But you tell me, what is important to you when you see a stream? Like, not only like picking a stream to watch, but like stumbling upon a new stream, or like something that you're looking for that automatically like seats you, like, yep, I'm gonna hang out here. Like, what are some things that are important to you that define you as this is, I'm gonna watch this stream?
It's got to start with what game they're playing or what they're doing. They could be singing or whatever. So if it's them playing a game, I'm probably not going to watch them if they're not playing a game I don't like, or if they're playing a game I don't like. Like I don't watch Fortnite because
fair,
you trash people. And so yeah, if I don't have anybody I know playing a game, say I want to watch somebody play Dragon Age, and it's an old game, so there's not a lot of people, so I just type in Dragon Age, go to the page, and I'm looking at all the still screenshots. Whatever, just pick one, pop in. If they're having fun and engaging with the chat, that's all. Don't care what they look like, who they are, what they're... Especially, like, the last thing on my list is how their stream looks.
Okay.
Yeah, one of my... a person who became a viewer of mine because I was playing Dragon Age, she also streamed, and she streamed from her PlayStation. And
right on, dude.
Yeah, so it's just the PlayStation, the camera, and the game, and that's it. None of that extra stuff. But if you're engaging and everything, it's fine. None of that matters. So that's all I'm looking for is engagement and having fun. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care about anything else.
Well, I'll defend myself a little bit in saying that it's the quality. To me, there's, when you play something like Call of Duty or Fortnite, there's two types of people that play that game. You're either really good at the game and mildly entertaining, or really entertaining and mildly good at the game. You know, that's where I could see it, just to be entertaining to watch you. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to games like that, Call of Duty, anything like that. And your quality doesn't mean shit if you're funny as dicks. I don't give a fuck. You could be streaming with a goddamn trash bag over top of your camera if you even had one.
Yeah.
And if you're funny as fuck, like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, and I think
but if you're not going to be, if it's just not about you, you know what I mean? If you're just not like a fucking witty guy or, you know, a funny chick or whatever, if you don't got any of that shit going on and you're just banging on fucking people in these games, man, you got to get it to look clean so it looks fucking good. Now, I am not one to throw stones, dude, because my shit has not looked tight for a long time, and I'm just recently getting it into the crispy bits of it.
Are you talking about quality of the actual physical broadcast, as in like their internet quality, what their bit rate's at, so it appears good to you?
Sorta.
Or are you talking about their overlay and stuff?
Sorta. Like yeah, dude. If you can't get fucking tight quality, man, but you put effort into, you know, your overlay and your badges, your emotes, the banners at the bottom and shit like that, or your info page and shit like that. If you put effort in there, fuck yeah, dude. I get it. I like the effort. Even if it's not something that improves my visible watching experience, the effort to me is a lot. And I'm like, I see you fucking grinding. Like, I see that and I respect the fuck out of it. Let me see what you got. You know what I mean? Show me what you could do. But to me, it's dope. It's dope. If you're super good at a game and you're not super entertaining, you don't talk a lot, you just fucking win games, dude.
Shroud.
And your shit's super clean. Yeah, something like that. And you're super clean. I love it. I mean, who doesn't? But if it's a little muddy, but you're still out there winning games, I'm still about it. And you make a couple little funny jabs here and there. That's cool. Interactive with chat is the highest on the priority on the list for me. I think everything that I mentioned prior to that is very low on the list. Entertainment to me is I can turn your channel on, probably pop you on a different monitor or in the background, and still enjoy myself being around it, but also do stuff. But when you're playing Ancestors, I don't need to look at that game the whole time you're playing it to know what's going on, because you're very descriptive while you talk, and you're very, all right, I got to do this. Fuck, I can't do that. Fuck, there's this thing over there. I don't want to do that. Okay, I got to learn how to do this.
This goddamn saber-tooth tiger will not stop attacking me.
This fucking monkey won't stop coughing. I don't know why he's coughing. God damn it. Take some water. Didn't work. Fuck. Okay. Well, what else could he buy? Like that kind of thing. Yeah. I can have you completely off screen and still listen to you and enjoy the fuck out of it. And I don't need to. And if it was worse, like the worst quality it could be, because it's good fucking quality. And if it was bad quality, I still would enjoy it. I still don't need to know what it looks like to the maximum settings at 1080, like shit like that, because you're entertaining. Somebody like, for example, to have him on a monitor, Tim the Tatman playing World of Warcraft. I don't fucking know how to play this game, and I have him muted right now, but it's really crystal clear, and I could just enjoy just watching him run around and gank shit. I don't know what he's doing. You know what I mean? Watching people play RP, like role playing on Grand Theft Auto. That's a big one. A lot of people's quality is not very good because it's a very graphically demanding game, or the graphics get turned down a lot. But them as a person interacting with the other people in the city, it is almost something you can absolutely just turn off and just listen to people interacting and just go off of like what you hear and shit. But the importance that our importance almost align to the same. I would rather you be an entertaining person and see that you put effort in anywhere before I'd rather see your 1440 by 2080 quality, whatever, I don't give a shit.
Okay. Yeah. I think you're talking about it as entertainment wise, and I get that it is entertainment. It's just like I may not be entertained by somebody that I really enjoy watching because they're genuine, I guess. So like they're talking with you and they're a genuine real person, and they're just happy that you're there and you're happy that they're playing a game that you like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a gentleman, if he hears this, that'd be fucking phenomenal. There's a guy that I don't really care or know a lot of the games that he plays, but Bradderfield plays a lot of games that I don't know what the fuck they are. or like I've never played them or anything like that. He plays a lot of games from like the Metal Gear series that are obscure to me, but just listening to him talk and like the stuff that he talks about and like the way he talks to the people in his channel and in his chat and like how stoked he is when people come by, it is so fun to watch and it's so fun to be a part of. And most of the time I'm not even watching the game, I'm just watching him, and he does like voices and stuff, like really good voices. Like he could be a voice actor, like it's fucking crazy.
That's cool.
It is super fun. So yeah, I definitely could connect with what you're talking about there.
Okay, cool beans.
But I think this brings us closer to our ending here. We're talking about quality and we're talking about setups and things like that. What were because I was thinking about this the other day about the old goals that I used to have for for stream, like goals that I like wanted to achieve or I wanted to get to, and how silly they were, like to be so important to me, and to be past them now and to like be trying to achieve my next goals. What were some like old ones that you had that you've surpassed or you just left alone because it wasn't something that needed to be important to you?
I think I know there's streamers out there like me. I know there are.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I have never had a single goal for my stream ever.
Really?
No, I'm doing.
I love that, dude.
I'm doing it for fun.
I love that so much.
Look, did I hope when I streamed to nobody for like 6 months until till somebody popped in and they said, "Hey, what's up?" And they're saying they play PUBG too, and then they invited me to a game, and a couple English guys, CJ Radley and Monkey, and I started playing with them, and then they'd be in my channel, and I just couldn't believe that after 6 months, a couple people finally were watching me. So I didn't really have goals, but of course I hoped somebody would turn up, So
man, that's so cool.
I guess my whole hope at the beginning was, I hope somebody shows up.
That's so dope.
I hope somebody, and then when people would show up and they'd say hi, after a while my hope was, I hope we can get into a conversation rather than just saying hi and then not speaking the rest of the time, even though I know they're still there. And now I think I'm honestly just happy if anybody shows up now.
I mean, you always got people in there now, man. It's so cool.
Yeah, and
because awesome. We met around that time when you were,
yeah,
you had maybe a couple that would pop back and forth.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, that's all because of the game I was playing. It's PUBG for a year straight, and I'm not some amazing PUBG player, and I'm not amazingly entertaining when I'm playing it, because when I'm playing it, I want to be good. I want to be good at it so bad. So I'm wholly
focused.
Yeah, wholly focused on the game.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, I know there was times that somebody would come in and say hi, but I'm so focused on the game. When I finally die and look back, I say, "Oh,
dude,
hey."
I'd never lose a drunk out if I just said "fuck you, chat" and
I'd
play.
say, "Oh,
I would
hey,"
never lose,
and they would be gone already because I wasn't paying attention. So.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. But man, that's so cool. I think that's so cool for everybody who streams and there's not like I'm like I gotta make it, man. I want to do so good. You just crank that shit up and you just go because it's fun.
Well,
it's so cool. Like and I'm not to make it sound like a demeaning thing. No. That. I just think it's so badass to be able to be that free about it.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of that comes from the people that I began watching on Twitch.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's interesting.
And that's because I was watching Dr. Lupo and getting lucky enough to win raffles to go through Trials of Osiris with him when he had 5 viewers.
Fuck, that's crazy, dude. What the fuck?
And I didn't know. I was playing with him and Ninja with Noel, and just the genuineness. And then I used to watch Broman a lot, and then he had his series about how to stream, how to be a streamer, and all this stuff. And then because I watched Lupo, once he started getting bigger, him, Broman, and She Snaps would play together every weekend for their first Trials of Osiris card. And that made me get into watching She Snaps. And she's actually the reason why I finally said, okay, I'm actually going to stream. I wanted to stream for like 6 months, but it's like, nobody's going to watch me. And, you need viewers. And she finally helped me get over that idea that nobody wants to watch me thing. So that made me start streaming. And all of their tutelage combined, from Broman's basically lessons on streaming, just seeing how Dr. Lupo was with people in his channel, and She Snaps basically saying, hey, quit being a pussy, kind of showed me, if you go into it with, oh, I'm going to be a content creator, I'm going to be this big by this amount of time, you were literally just setting yourself up for disappointment after disappointment after disappointment.
He's so right. It's my fucking everyday nightmare.
So I thought, you know what? Well, I'll just go in with the idea of trying to have fun. And
fuck you and your pure shit.
I think of things differently than other people do.
Say think one more time for me real quick.
I think about I think about thinking things. Yeah, there it is. I think about
there it is.
The way I think about things is different from other people in the sense that I'm a bit robotic in that it has to be logical. I'm not going to do something if it doesn't make sense, period.
Fair.
And so why would it make sense to make myself feel bad about doing something that I'm excited about doing?
Right.
So go in.
Fuck you.
Go in open and empty-handed.
Fuck, man. I come from a background of fucking do or die, and in the instance of when I was doing things in the music industry, it was very much, you could see all of your competitors. They weren't hiding around on the page of the internet that you were putting your shit onto. You were fucking loading your shit right next to them. Yeah. And that night, if you wanted to fucking eat and you wanted to get closer to fulfilling that bigger merch order, you had to fucking bang shit harder than they did that night and hope to God that they weren't paying attention and go, oh, we got to really step it up tonight so people come to your merch table. That kind of shit, that was every day for us, man. It was, we got to get practice. We got to get tighter. We got to do better. We got to sound better. We got to sound louder. We got to sound clean. Like this whole thing is when I came to this, I just applied all of that to here. I was like, I have to be the best at all this shit. And then having to mediate that with understanding my limitations on things. You know, I can't be the best gamer of this game. I'm just not. I'm an entertaining person. I can do that, but even that I can't do like full fledged because I still want to, you know, be a little proficient to the game because that's fun for me to be, to do cool shit in the game. But yeah. I mean, the idea of being the content creator thing, I definitely, there is a how do you say it? I wish I could drop it and just do it. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I wish I could just drop it and do it. But at the same time, I love having my fucking finger in a million different pies, dude. Like, I like the podcast. I like doing the Rocket League tournament and doing Drunk Out as much as Drunk Out frustrates the fuck out of me sometimes. Yeah. I love doing all that shit. Even if, I'll be straight up. I don't think people give a fuck about Drunk Out as much as they did when by number 4. You know, we're coming up on 10, and I feel like people don't give a goddamn. But it's still fun for me to put together.
Number 9 was the first one I ever watched any of.
Yeah, but that's the thing, and that's why I won't back out, because I still talk to people on a regular basis that don't know what that is.
Yeah,
and to me it's shocking, but then I got to go, well, it's not that big a fucking deal.
Yeah,
like I don't do the greatest at promoting.
I don't think there's any problem with you going into streaming and being like, okay, I want to do this and this and this and this and this. None of those are problems. Those are all great. You're learning new things. You're creating new things. You're seeing what works and what doesn't. I just think the unrealistic goal setting of I need to be this big by this time is what drives people insane and eventually makes them quit because there's no way they're going to reach those goals, especially with how saturated streaming is now.
How saturated streaming is, and I jumped in before it boomed, and just barely, but I jumped in before it boomed. And even the saturation now, it's not even that, it's the amount of people you're going up against with the same mindset as you are. It's really who breaks first. But if you can set your shit naturally, something has to happen. And if you set your stuff unreal, like people are like, I'm going to be partnered in 2 years. Homie, I don't give a fuck if I ain't partnered in 5. Like what I do, I enjoy. And to me, that's like I'm partnered in my own fucking right because of the shit that I'm lucky enough to have and the people I have around me. Like the goal setting of numbers can be fucking so destructive. Like I'm on this goal of 1,000 followers. And I'm busting my dick to get there. But I stopped just being like, God damn it, dude, I just want to get there, to studying what I'm doing to get there. And I'm like, look, I've been looking at like the way I'm playing, like certain games I'm playing and how much I'm playing them versus like actually jumping out and going like, oh man, you know what sounds fun? I'm gonna play Dying Light. I want to play that.
How much does that bother you?
The number thing?
No, that it's obviously, maybe it's just that you're interested in it. Maybe it doesn't bother you. So maybe it's just the phrasing and the way I'm thinking about it. But like you going back and checking things, you're like, what did I do this day? What did I do that day? And which one worked better?
Like how important is that for me to look at?
Well, like you're talking about it, like maybe you're just interested because you want to know what works better.
Yeah, that's really what it is. I kind of want to see what makes the thing work, you know?
I don't get it.
You don't get that curiosity?
No, I just don't care.
See, that's a little interesting to me. So like, excuse me. So here's where like, it kind of the perfect example.
Okay, I was going to give an example too, but go ahead.
you give me yours. I'll give you mine.
So streaming the other day, I think it was 2 days ago. Miss Gerb comes in and said, holy shit, you're almost at 300 followers. And I was like, what? No, I'm not. And I had to look. I had no idea how many followers I had. I had 292. I had no clue I was that close to 300 because I remember passing like 250 like a month ago. And that's too soon because it took me 2 years to get to 250. So I just don't pay attention to that stuff, and so it's kind of surprising when a number or something pops up like that. And yeah, that's cool, but whatever. Because what matters to me is the 6 to 8 people that might show up. That's it.
Okay. So a little different. I think this will make it clear on what I'm saying here. By the way, chat, twitch.tv/Gerbiliscious is at 294, getting to 300. That's GERBILISCIOUS. Get in there. Anyway,
we got to work on your mic.
What's wrong with my mic?
You've been cutting out again.
Oh, I was leaning to the left, so I did it. So to me, it's like I'm streaming a game I've played many times, and all of a sudden I have, more viewers than I normally do, and then it goes away. And then it comes back, and then it goes away. And then I switch games, and then it comes back a little bit, and then it goes away for good. I want to know why that happened.
Oh, okay.
I want to figure that out. That's kind of stuff.
That's just me toying with bots.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got a story for you. We'll talk about it right at the end of the podcast. But no, I'm interested in like why. So like me playing Dying Light, right? I want to play Dying Light because I like that game a lot, and I didn't get to finish it. And there's a lot of cool stuff in it that I still have never seen or played, so I'm going to play it. Somehow, not losing my viewership stuff or anything like that, but like people are finding me, so I'm like, how the fuck are they finding me? So I get to look at that, where they're coming from. Are they coming from Twitter? Are they coming from any other platform that I promoted on? Are they coming direct? Did they fall the ratio of, and that's something I keep in my head, but the ratio of newcomer to newcomer being a follower and vice versa, I always think that's really interesting. I like that a lot. Because to me, that's like, what do I do versus what am I doing to get somebody hooked to follow and like want to follow, because that's a big deal to commit something like to following. And then what am I not doing to get someone to follow? And a lot of times it is just like a simple like little bot reminder thing in the chat, or it is, me talk like the way I'm talking or what I'm talking about, or maybe I'm like listening to music too loud at that point in time or something. There's a lot of stuff to that. So it is, again, it's the what makes it tick kind of motivation is like why I look at that stuff. Not because, oh, I haven't got followers in like 3 weeks. My viewers are down. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit, dude. I do this shit because I think it's fun, and I do it the way I do it because I think it's fun. And I got out of that mentality a long time ago because it is a goddamn death sentence.
Yeah, I didn't mean it that way. I meant like
no, I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying
that you're interested in it.
Yeah,
is interesting to me because the way I view it is, okay, so if I go into somebody's channel and they're playing a game I like, but they're also playing country music. I hate country music, so see you later, man. Might be cool, but I fucking hate country music. So then go to the next one, and they're playing the same game I like, and they're not playing country music. I'll probably stick around more there, and maybe I'll follow. But all of it is just so subjective down to each individual person who comes by that I don't worry about any of it because I just equate that person to being me. Maybe they came they came into my channel
lottery,
and I'm playing shitty alt rock. So they're like, oh, I fucking hate that music, and they leave, So it's such weird little things that can make that guy has a mustache. I don't want to be in this channel. It could be anything. And
that guy has a beard. I want to be in this channel. Yeah, it's a lottery. It's a lottery when people find your channel. Period. Like it's. Yeah.
So that's why
it even comes down to the goddamn random screenshot that Twitch happens to take of your channel at that current time. You could be clicking on my channel with me zoomed in all the way to my eyebrows, and then the channel loads and it's a game you fucking hate.
Yeah.
I'm not even playing that game anymore. Some shit like that,
and that's why I don't pay attention. I realize that analytics and all that stuff are very helpful in you trying to grow your stream. But I wouldn't say I'm not trying to grow. I would love it if I grow, but I'm not actively like looking for ways. I'm just doing my thing. Okay.
And that's where we differ a little bit. And that's the only reason I look at that. But I'm also looking at that stuff to be able to get a better idea, not only how it's working for me, but a better idea that if I was to explain it to somebody else, I get why it's happening.
Also, you want to
give
the people what they want,
Exactly. That too. I like to look at it. Now, not to say that I'm always going to give you motherfuckers what you want, because I fucking like to do shit that y'all don't like sometimes. Goddamn deal with it. Anyway, but I think we're going to be done here in about probably 15 minutes or so. Ben, sorry, dude. It's long as fuck. Can't help it, man. It's a good podcast. But let's talk about something really fucking cool that you've been organizing. We've been talking off podcasts about it. I think it's pretty neat. I mean, do you want to talk about it? We don't have to.
I would like, yeah, we can mention it. Indignity's already working on something. I want to get more people's, and I got 2 invites out that one hasn't been answered and one is unsure. But
was I supposed to send an invite to somebody? I feel like I was.
No.
Okay.
Merlot is joining.
I heard. That's sick.
Awesome.
Do you want to tell people what it is while we're just yammering on about who's being a part of it?
Yeah, Mrs. Gerbil, kind of being a smart ass, but also kind of like having a good idea is like, because we talked about Critical Role and D&D on the podcast, she said Sushi and I should start a D&D game on Twitch.
So much fun.
And so currently it's me and Sushi, and I think Straight Creepin' actually
no way
gave in. And
that's
when he found out Merlolo is gonna be in it, he said, fuck it, I'll try it.
Let's go, dude.
So that's 3 dudes, 1 female, and I have invites out. I do want an even 3 male, 3 female.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I don't want. I say gender inequality, but I've been in so many games where it's 4 dudes and 1 girl, and you just can tell the girl constantly feels uncomfortable because she's so outnumbered, And so I don't want that. So I got a couple invites out, and we'll see what happens when I get a response. And if not, then maybe we can find somebody else. But I really want to make sure the last 2 people are female.
I think we could probably find some stuff in Lits, I bet.
Yeah, I've invited Raya and K-Pit.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Dude, I hope they go in, man. They'd be the fucking best.
But I know K-Pit was like out of town this weekend or something. So
right.
And then Raya kind of seemed interested.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Maybe we'll try to bring it up at the meeting if you're down.
Yeah, I don't think she's
that'd be kind of cool.
Played before, so I think she's
perfect.
Kind of worried about that, you know.
Yeah, like none of us have. I think you and maybe Indignity are the most experienced in the whole gambit.
Merlot runs a game on her own.
Oh, that's right. She told me about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
so we can help.
It's gonna be cool.
We
so
can help the inexperienced people, you know. So
yeah, so there'll be something cool. I'm not sure how that's gonna go. If that's gonna be a consistent broadcast of something, I'm sure it'll be broadcast considering all people who are involved are streamers.
Yeah, I would think. So. Here's the issue: is if the person is willing to give up some of their normal stream time and change it out for D&D,
right? Which is a different beast of its own.
Yeah,
and we're still trying to figure out the camera thing too, which I still have to sit down and kind of fiddle fart around with some stuff. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about
something.
Dude.
Oh shit.
But we got to come up with.
Zoom would work just fine.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but also it changes by who's talking most. The camera location changes.
No, you can turn that off.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I turn that off every meeting. Fucking annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So D&D, that's gonna be sick. I'm excited. And we'll talk more about that as it gets more developed.
I will say this: like, there's a million different ways to play D&D, and none of them are right or wrong. From straight up dungeon crawl, where your party doesn't even talk to each other, to full on critical role playing style. And I do want it to shade a little more towards the role playing style. We'll still be fighting.
Yes, please.
Still be fighting, doing all that stuff. And I kind of want to encourage people to do a voice for their character, whatever, if they want to.
Fuck,
don't
yeah,
have
dude.
to.
Oh,
but
man.
I think that'd be fun. So hopefully we get
all
that set up. It's
gonna be so much fun.
And depending on when we can do it, like once a month or once every 2 weeks. I highly doubt it'll be every week, but
no way. That's too much for me.
Yeah,
I gotta do that and this and then all the other shit.
All it is playing a game. You do it every week as is.
I mean, you're right.
And I will say, I do have my critical role dice showing up today. So,
whoa! Wait, did you buy some or did you win some?
Oh, I bought some.
I was gonna say if you won, I was gonna be so jealous.
No, they're all just D20s, so it doesn't matter. But I think probably we'll end up playing on a digital platform like Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I gotta buy shit, you gotta tell me what to buy.
Yeah, it's like, don't worry about it. It's like $3.99.
All right.
But Fantasy Grounds basically makes it so you can see maps and everything else. Like, so Indignity would be able to create a map that has the grids on it that shows you, each grid is 5 feet. You're allowed to move 30 feet a turn or whatever. And so you can put the enemies on there. You can see their location. You can understand if you're flanking someone and all that. So,
oh my god, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, I've played on there before. It works pretty well.
Fuck, this is gonna be sick, chat.
So
it's gonna be so sick. I keep calling you guys chat. Like I said, this is who you are now. Get over it.
I know you guys are real human beings and not just digital.
He doesn't know anything.
Digital letters on a screen. You guys are more than chat to me. You're my babies.
You're fucking chat. Get over it.
Okay. Well,
all right, you motherfuckers.
Unsub from Sushi, guys.
Don't. It's fucking September. Come on, damn it. Help me out. Okay, so yeah, speaking of that, September, and I got a goofy ass goal to wear a Sailor Moon costume on stream if we get to a certain amount.
Disgusting.
So yeah, it's gonna be super hot, and I gotta get a woman's extra large, so it's not gonna fit super great, but
please don't fun. Amaranth, okay? Wear some underwear.
Dude, listen, dude, if I show my bussy, I can't tell you. I don't know what's gonna happen. It might happen.
Wear some underwear.
Nope. Okay, so all right, guys. That's it. I mean, you got anything else?
No, Jesus Christ.
Nope. I got nothing else, man. It's been great, dude. I love it. So Twitch.tv/Gerbiliscious, Twitch.tv/Sushifishninja. You can find me on Twitter at Twitch or at twitter.com/Sushifishninja. Gerb is still in the mix of working his Twitter out. If you want to find him, I'm going to look his up right now because I don't remember how it goes.
At BenH009.
At BenH, BenH009. That's where you find him on Twitter. This podcast will be the very last one that goes on my YouTube channel. We will be redirecting all of these to its own hub, its own YouTube channel, be the Distinguished Chubby YouTube channel. We're in the midst of trying to find a logo. I want to get a logo and I want to get like an intro song or something. Intro, outro, and logo are my main focuses to get this stuff done. If any of you guys want to take up that task, please DM me so we can talk about it. If not, we're fucking heading to Fiverr. So we appreciate you guys listening. It's been super fun. 4 episodes, man. This is super duper fun. I like doing this with you.
Yeah.
Sick. All right. Fuck you, dude. All right. We're fucking out of here, guys. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you guys.
Spongehead. See you later.
Oh my God. All right. We'll see you guys in
I gotta do it every time.
You do have to do it every time, and I can't stand you. All right. Put your dick away. Let's go.
Later, guys.